Welcome back to another episode of the Steebee Weebee Show.
I can't do that anymore.
We have a very special guest. My brother, Bobby Lee, comedian, actor. He's on a hit show on ABC called Splitting Up Together on Monday nights. Okay? On Tuesday nights. Do it again. Play it one more time. Do it, yeah, play it again. I want to do that again. Play something down. Play something else. Play something else. Do improvise. But you have to do it one more time or I'll die tonight. Because it has to be in threes. Just don't look at me.
Or somebody's going to die.
But don't look at me. Don't look at me. Okay, let's go. Let's talk. Okay, was that fun? Okay. Bryce, your eyes were watery. I mean, your eyes were watery. Am I sitting here? You're sitting here. Let's get along. It'll be. Thanks for coming. It's not gonna be hard for you.
What do you mean?
Okay, so I just got Far Cry. Let's start with Far Cry. Far Cry 5. Start with Far Cry 5. Let's just do a better. Let's do a better one this time.
What do you mean?
Because last time, you guys, it wasn't like this is gonna a little bit more organized. Be more organized.
The last time wasn't good.
Well, no, it was really good. That's the most viewed thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with. Do you want to start with Parallel Universes Mandela Effect first?
Yeah, let's start with Far Cry, and then we'll go to the crazy. Okay.
So I just started playing it. You said it's one of the
best
games?
games? I liked it, yeah. In terms of the Far Cry series, I think it's my favorite one. I played the Bangladesh one, whatever and then I played 3. The other one. 3 was good.
Dad was sick. Remember in Arizona, it got me through. Far Cry 3. Remember?
And then I never played the ones underneath it. But
okay. What makes Far Cry 5 good?
Well, there's a couple of things that makes it good. Number one, before when you hunted animals, you would literally go down, you would pull out a piece of flesh and put in your bag. Now you just take, there's none of that action. Like when you're grabbing like vegetation.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two, you can ride and buy helicopters and planes.
Can you snipe?
Yeah, you can snipe. Oh, yeah.
You can snipe?
Oh, there's many different sniping. But my favorite is bow and arrow and just no.
Well, when do you get that stuff?
You just started playing. You just didn't even.
I know. Yeah.
And then on top of that, my favorite is liberating outposts.
Oh, you could do that. I forgot. You could do that. You could invade them.
Yeah, but what you do is this. What you do is you go from afar.
Yeah.
You take your binoculars. And you go, you find out where all the enemies are.
Yeah.
There's 2 alarm systems.
How do you?
You can either snipe them, the little thing.
Yeah.
But since there's 2, when you snipe one of them, it makes them aware there's something going on.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is, and I don't even do that, I sneak around, I throw the rock.
What does that do?
You throw, like there's a guy
here. That's a D-pad, right?
You throw a rock.
Down on the D-pad?
Yeah. And the guy goes, huh? What's that sound? And they don't sometimes move. Then you throw another one. I definitely heard something then.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's an awareness meter, right? Like if it goes.
Yeah, but I'm not. Their awareness is not. When I'm throwing the rock, they don't know that I'm there.
But is there workbench like?
Yeah, you can.
There's workbenches.
There's no workbenches, but you can still make things. You can make.
Like give me an example. What about your clothes? Can I make shoes or boots to make me more silent?
No, just stop. I need a second.
Okay.
No, they don't have that.
Okay.
You can make consumables though, like things like there's this thing where you take it and it automatically shows, like you drink something and it automatically shows everyone.
Oh.
Right. And there's another one where it makes you faster. There's another one where you're like you turn into kind of a beast. You don't get hair, but you go crazy because you meet a drug addict, and this drug addict teaches you different formulas.
To explain the story to him, it's pretty creepy, dude.
Well, you're in Montana.
You're in Montana, and there's like a cult.
I'm explaining it though.
Okay,
right?
okay.
I mean, you asked me to explain it. You go, explain it. I go, in Montana, there's a cult, right?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Bob.
So it's in Montana, and it's a cult. It's a guy by the name of Father. That's his name.
Yeah.
Joseph Seed.
Yeah.
And he has two brothers, Jacob.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jacob Seed, I think John Seed, and he has his sister Faith. So John Seed and Jacob Seed and Faith, there's 3 regions on the whole map, and each sibling controls an area.
Oh.
Right?
Just stick with me.
I'm sticking with you. I'm sticking with you. But it's
don't leave me here.
So fucking, I'm not leaving you, but
leave me here.
It's so
We're just
dumb.
trying to make it work.
I know, don't touch me again, dude. Dude, your touches aren't fucking, they don't feel good. There's a pinching quality to it. You come in like this. Yeah, you do. This is how you do it. You go, don't worry. It just feels weird. All right?
Let me try again.
Yeah. Just open hand it. No. Don't cup it.
Okay.
Just put your hand just on my shoulder. Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to get through this.
See, I know we're going to get
We're
through
gonna
it. Oh. No.
Okay.
So,
Keep going.
I am.
Okay.
So there's 3 different regions. I would start with John's region. It's it's the simpler one to do. And there's probably, I don't know, 10 outposts on each region, maybe 12.
Yeah.
But there's different things. You're liberating the region, and then what happens is the more you do, there's more people that become awakened and they start helping you. But what's also great about the game is you can have up to 2 people with you at all times.
Really?
Yeah, and you take the binoculars, you tell them where to stand. So there's this lady that's good at sniping.
Yeah.
So you put her like on a rooftop somewhere. You tell there's a girl with a bow and arrow. She silently do it. But here's another great thing: is instead of human friends, you're gonna have 2
dogs,
animal friends.
Dogs?
Not just a dog. You're gonna have a cougar and a bear.
Really?
Yeah, the bear's name is Cheeseburger, and the cougar's name is Peaches. And you can have a dog, but you can have sometimes you can roam with a cheetah and a bear.
How do you communicate with them?
You just pet them.
Oh, but how do they know what to do?
They just you in the binocular. You say put them. You go in these bushes. Wow. You go here, and they fucking ambush it. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
dude, George, this is
so
really
with the helicopter. Also jumping off a helicopter, you can. What do you call it? Not a parachute, but when they have the little suit where they
It's
wingsuit. You have a wingsuit.
You get wingsuit.
So you're basically you can take
Like
a helicopter
Condor
as
Man.
high as you want.
And then just fly.
And just jump out of the plane.
Yeah.
And you literally fly. Wow. It's great.
Are there grenades or smoke bombs?
Yes, there is, man. Of course there is.
But there's mines. What about mines?
Yes, they have all that, man.
Well, you didn't say it.
Because I'm not done talking. I'm not done talking.
All right, so tell us
I'm
what
still
else.
explaining
Okay,
it.
yeah.
It's-
What else
it-
can you get in your inventory?
You can
You,
get
you noticed? You told me about a backpack. Because I tried to loot that body and it said full.
Well, like every game, you have perks, right?
Yeah.
Fallout has, and every RPG or open world game has perks, right? So there's you get the running silent perk. You have to have the perks where to open up the slots to have people. So in the beginning, you can only have one person, but you can get a perk where you open up the second slot. You can
Amazing.
a very important perk is holsters or like being able to carry, because right now you can only carry a
One
handgun
gun.
and one gun, right?
How many could you carry?
I can carry 4 weapons. It's important. It's you need a shotgun, a sniper, you know what I mean, a bow and arrow, and a handgun is what I generally do.
Are there poison darts where you could make them go to sleep?
No.
Okay.
Nope, they don't have that.
Okay.
But it's really, really fun, man.
It's fun.
It's free roaming, running around. You can get clothes. You can unlock clothes. You could
customize clothes.
Well, I mean, they don't have they have thousands.
There's no store.
There is a store.
There's a store.
Not only just as a store, there's people that roam around. You can see it by they have like a gun.
There's
awning.
barters.
Yeah, and you can just buy. You need them actually because you can't always go to an outpost where they're you need to like when you're in the middle of the woods and you run out of bullets.
How big is the world?
Pretty big, very big. It's very, very big.
Bigger than Fallout? Like it's a huge map?
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's bigger than Fallout.
But it's barbed wired in, right? I noticed I try to go on
just in that island. That's what's his Jake? Yeah. That's the father's island. You can't get to that island until right now. You're on it.
I'm on
in the
it
beginning,
now.
But when you're out of the island, you can't go back to that thing until the very end because it's the last boss that you kill.
So is the story good? It's interesting. Yeah?
It's so good. It's so good.
So is there a chance? Do you have to take out all the brothers? Then the main guy. Is there a chance to take out the main guy at the end?
Well, no. You can. You don't. The two brothers. You can either order like Faith, or you can take care of over any region that you want to.
Oh.
Right first, but the easier one is John Seed's one.
Yeah.
Because he's Falls End is there, which is a big town, and
Dude, I can't wait to
it's
play.
a great game, man. It really is fun. I love it. Anyway.
So we ate at Dupar's that one night, right? And we were talking about the Mandela effect.
Yeah, I didn't talk to you like after I dropped you off.
Yeah,
I didn't talk to you for about a week.
Yeah, so
you were freaking me out.
So, but because you mentioned that, you think we're in a parallel universe?
I'm beginning to think no.
Why? Because you said you died. You died on Fountain. Okay. In a car crash, right? Right, George. You know about this? Yeah. He said that he died.
Yeah.
He remembers the memory.
Well, I have this memory of me dying on Fountain, and I was killed in a car crash.
What year?
I don't know, like 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago. Yeah.
So what happened?
But then you told me at dinner at Dupar's, no, you're very much alive. You go, I'm alive, and I know. I promise you, you're alive. And I go, all right, but it was just a feeling that I have. And then we started talking about the Mandela effect.
On Tiger Belly?
At that Dupar's we started.
Yeah. And then the Tom Hanks. Me out. The Tom Hanks.
Yeah, but
line.
You know what?
What? It's all bullshit?
I think it's all bullshit, man.
George, you think it is?
Well, I want to hear about what.
Yeah, why? You were so convinced that night. You were in
it. Well, you have to explain to the people what it is.
Well, the Mandela effect is a theory formed. It's and the main example is Nelson Mandela, who I thought died in prison in the 90s, but in actuality he died in 2013. So it's memories that we think are true but are not really true, like the Berenstain Bears is really Berenstain Bears. Like Fruit Loops is spelled with the FROOT instead of FRUIT.
Another example is the Monopoly character, the old man, right? Does he have a monocle?
The monocle,
You know, most people think he has a monocle. He doesn't. Curious George, people think he has a tail. He doesn't. In the movie Forrest Gump, people think his life is like a box of chocolate. But he says life was like a box of chocolates. But
even the Ford logo.
But all those things are provable, I think.
What do you mean?
Well, like, for instance, the Forrest Gump thing. It's like, all right, was it life is like a box of chocolates? That's what everyone thinks, but it's not that, right?
It is.
No, it was.
George.
No, but let me just say this. Let me get my point. My point is that it's easily proven. You could just ask Tom Hanks.
And what did he say?
No, I didn't ask him. I don't know him. I didn't ask him. I didn't call him that night and go, "Hey, was or is?" I don't have that. I don't have that channel with him.
Bryce, what do you remember the line being?
Life is like, but there's a quote before the movie that life was like. So there's two quotes that are both true.
Yeah. So I think that's easily proven. I don't like Fruit Loops. People think it's Fruit.
What about Febreze?
I don't even know what Febreze is. I never heard of it before.
Air freshener.
I know. I know. Steve, when you say air freshener, Steve, stop. When you do air freshener, don't do this. I know what air freshener is. You know what I mean?
Febreze.
You know.
Eze, but it's not. It's Febreze. I don't know.
But isn't that easily provable? I'm pretty sure that there's somebody alive, that ad agency or whoever created Febreze, you know, you can just ask them. Go, what was it? So you think in the alternate reality or that people they changed too?
I don't know. I just know, was Sinbad in a movie in the 90s called Shazam, where he plays a genie?
No, you only think that because of his name.
Shazam.
No, his name is Sinbad.
Sinbad, yeah.
Right.
The
Shazam
comedian
was
that
the reason why
was
you're being
that
racist.
Shaq?
It was Shaq. You're just looking at two black guys. It was Shaq. So you're just you don't even know what you're talking about.
I
think
know.
that's your thing.
Are we in an alternate reality?
No, we're not. We're not in alternate reality.
But why were you so convinced? Because you scared those two girls at CVS.
I did. I scared the fuck out of those girls.
Where he was getting his
Because I walked up
his
to
Red
these two
Bulls.
girls and I go, "Hey, was it Life is Like a Box of Chocolates?" And they go, "Is for sure." I go, "Look it up. It's not. We're living in an alternate reality, right?" And they were freaked out.
And then one of the girls, she slowly walked behind us.
Yeah.
And you could tell she was messed up because she was just looking at the ground.
Yeah,
like,
and she was like, "Yeah,
like
it was."
just freaked out. Like
she was
what
freaked the fuck
hell?
out.
Yeah.
But when I think about it, I don't think it is. It's like saying, what if one day they say, "Hey, your name is Steve Wachowski."
No, it's not.
I know. You're in Steve Lee, right?
Stephen Lee.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's the same thing. You could go up to anybody and, Tom Hanks and go, is it was or is it? No, it was.
So all these examples are false? That like we're remembering everything wrong? What about Luke? Luke, I am your father. You heard about that one? Yeah. Can you explain that one?
Yeah, it's not what you think it was. It's not what you think it was. It's like it's not an. You know what, Steve? It's like a lot of times conspiracy theories are just theories.
Yeah.
A lot of times the little things that you have, like the little lizards, alien lizards that live, that taken over the government. You've been trying to convince me for years that Bill Clinton's a lizard.
Dude, let me tell you something. Do you remember this book?
What? I remember that book. Yeah.
Do you remember this book?
Did you pay that for? You paid for that book? Yeah.
So I'm going to tell the viewers the story. They were supposed to ship this book to my house, but I wasn't here, so I had to go to the post office, and you picked me up from the post office, and you go, "Dude, what is that?" And I go, "It's a book that I bought," and then you looked at something.
So stupid. I literally was concerned for you.
And you said, "Dude, if you don't stop this, I'm gonna tell Mom. I'm gonna." No. You said, "Steve, I'm gonna tell Mom."
Yeah.
And dude, we're gonna send you to a loony bin.
Yeah. That's.
How old were you guys?
This was a couple years ago.
Just a couple years ago.
So this
he was
book,
definitely in his 40s.
So
He's in
this
his
book,
fucking 40s, and he's fucking
man, this
buying
is the
bullshit
truth.
like this.
This is the truth
It's
right
not
here.
the truth, dude. It's not the Bible, dude. Put that
Dude,
away.
hold up.
Yeah,
I
what
just
is
wanna,
that photo?
dude.
Yeah,
this is the
it's
truth.
not the
dude.
truth.
There's maps.
Why are there maps there?
Dude, don't worry
Go
about
there.
it.
Check it out.
What's the name of the book?
It's called "Glimpses of Other Realities" by Linda Moulton Howe.
She's real reputable.
Well,
Linda.
dude, look at this, bro.
What?
It's a guy. It's the alien.
Let me look at this.
It's the alien.
It's an alien, right?
Doing ESP.
ESP.
And showing glimpses of World War II. Alien Grey.
Yeah.
So Linda Moulton Howe, she is reputable.
Yeah, look at this
She
one.
has her own thing called
Look at
Earth
this.
Files.
Look at this one.
Okay,
This little girl-
read the caption though.
What?
Read
The caption says,
Yeah.
Linda Porter's drawing of a praying mantis being a light-filled room she remembered from a 1963 abduction experience in Covina, California, when she was 17. Fuck it. Fuck it.
So those mantis beings are real. They're above in the hierarchy of aliens. They're at the top. They're basically observers. So when you're on these spaceships, there's a hierarchy within the alien world too. The mantis race, they're very smart. Then you have your grays that are at the bottom. Then you have your reptilians. So this book, why did you throw it down, dude? This is the truth here. Let's just see 2 or 3 more pictures, and then dude.
I'm about to snap, dude.
Hold up. Look at this.
Those look like real photos there, yeah. Check it out.
Are you saying that's fake?
Yeah. Babe, give me some clay. Give me some clay. I can make that. That doesn't prove anything.
Oh, what are you doing?
Stop.
Okay. All right. So I guess that was a good episode.
Is that it? Was that it? I didn't come all the way over here for that. No, did
stop.
that make you mad that I strangled?
No, I wanted to
Did I get
talk.
you to a rage? Look at your. Are you raging? Are you getting rageful?
No.
All right.
I'm actually. Can I confess something?
Yeah.
I found a therapist, a Korean guy, Dr. Choi.
Yeah.
And I wanted to. We had fun doing my dream. I wrote down the dream the night before yesterday.
Yeah.
I want you to read it off. I just jotted some things down. I want you to analyze just the notes that I had about my dream and read it out loud into the mic.
Yeah. Dream number 1. Tunnel I had to walk through. On the ground were centipedes. And even scorpions. Got to a luxury high school. It's because it says got to a luxury high school. Walked into men's shower. Noticed that the male females were combined. What? He walked into a men's shower. Noticed that the male and females were combined. Which means they were like genetically or like mutated into two different sexes. Showered all alone in the dark. Had an apartment there. Like a micro home room. Poo and shower. You poo in the shower. Why? I don't know. Why did you poo in the shower?
I don't know. I just did it.
Ebo was there. It was Ebo.
Andy's mom.
These are the best. These are the best. Parole the universe. Oh no, that's it. That's it. Oh God. Yo, that dream, did that happen like that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I was in a high school locker room, and the males. No, you read it wrong. The male and the female bathrooms, they were combined. It was like a unisex.
That's what it was.
It was like a unisex. It was a big.
Oh, it read like they were like to get like combined genetically or something.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was alone in there.
Why do you think emo was there?
I don't know.
Wow.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a crazy one. Yeah, your dreams. You know, what?
What do you think it means?
I honestly beginning to think that dreams don't really mean anything.
Really?
Yeah, because I have dreams that are just so dumb. You know what I mean? That like
what do you mean?
Well, just simple. I don't have dreams. I don't know why you would have dreams like that. I don't have dreams like that.
You don't remember details?
I do remember. No, I remember details. It's
Yeah.
some of them are like, Dad. Like one time, a dad was in like a Superman costume. right? And he was like, we're going to some party or something. And he's like, he didn't want to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we forced him to go to this party, and there was no other Koreans there.
Yeah.
It was just like white people in like tuxedos and stuff. And he felt so ashamed that I made him wear a Superman costume. And he goes, "Why did you?" You know what I mean? I go, I thought, for some reason I thought it was like some sort of like dress up, you know what I mean, like Halloween kind of a thing, right?
Yeah.
I just remember then he disappeared for a long time, and then like we couldn't find him from like a couple days. And then he was like, in those trails behind our house back in Rancho Bernardo.
Where behind us?
Where they like where the avocado.
Citrus?
Yeah. He was just in.
Where Arturo lived?
We were. Yeah, you were. You and I. Yeah, where Arturo lived.
Where Arturo lived.
You and I were there, and he was just standing there. Dad, where were you? And he's still in the Superman costume.
Who was Arturo again?
You're so dumb. Oh my God, you're so funny.
Let me just explain to the viewer.
What?
Didn't he have like 8 brothers and sisters?
Yeah, man. Fuck, dude. I'm not even gonna get into that right now with you. That was so dumb what you just said. I'm not even gonna get into that with you right now.
Explain to the viewers. Explain to the viewers how scary Dad was at his prime. Explain how scary he really was.
Well, it's like if you looked at him wrong, like you're at dinner and you looked at him wrong.
Yeah.
One time he took my mom had put all these like, the rice and the soup and all the panchan.
This is the Ranch Hollow house?
Yeah, no, this is in Minnesota.
Oh, you remember Minnesota?
Yeah. Well, I'm older than you.
Yeah.
And I remember him just taking the table and just flipping it.
Flip the
table. So like I remember like there was shit on the ceiling, dripping from the ceiling.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. He flipped it, right? And my mom's screaming and he's chasing us around.
You remember that?
Yeah. He was like violent and drunk. I remember the time when we were in the room and Mom came in and she was missing a tooth.
Wait, tell me that story. I don't remember.
You and I slept in Minnesota in a house.
This was in Minnesota? That's when my mom's tooth got knocked out in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Wait, tell me the story.
We were in our room, we were sleeping, and then we were awoken, and Mom was in the room. And she's
Was
crying.
this downstairs?
No.
Upstairs. No, our rooms were upstairs.
Upstairs. It was upstairs. Yeah,
yeah.
it was upstairs. And I like that downstairs though.
I know, it was
that was
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
And she opened her mouth, her teeth, and then she closed the door, and then you and I helped her try to barricade the door because Dad was coming through, but he got through. I don't remember what happened after that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
2 more examples.
I remember one time he got me a jacket.
Well, how old were you?
I must have been 7 or something. 7. And he bought me a jacket. That's like the only thing I remember him buying me anything.
Yeah.
No, this is still in Minnesota.
This is in Minnesota. You remember
when I was 7? I distinctly remember it because he took me to a park.
Yeah.
I remember taking him to a park. You weren't there.
Yeah.
And because I think Mom was like going, you have to do things with your kids.
With Dad.
Yeah, right. Because my dad doesn't know how to do any of that. And I remember like being in a park bench in a park and just sitting there with Dad. And he like threw a stick, right? And he's like, go get it. I ran to get the stick. And I remember leaving my jacket there.
The one that he bought you?
Yeah. And he got really mad.
What did he do?
I don't remember, but I remember him getting really mad. Another example is when you were playing the keyboard. No, I'll tell you what. No, here's a better one.
Yeah.
I was in high school, and I had gotten a Velvet Underground album loaded
on vinyl.
On vinyl,
because you had records.
I had records back there, and I was playing the song who loves the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It was playing it was playing pretty loud in my room, and I was singing to it.
Yeah.
And he came in. He goes, "Yeah," because he was. I woke him up from a nap, and he broke the album.
He broke it.
Yeah, he took it out of the thing and snapped it. I remember just going. I think I said, "You're like the worst. You're like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I hate you. You're the worst. Like you're like not fun."
Yeah.
And yeah. But it's weird how you forgive. You forgive over the years. I'm talking about it now.
I've recently forgave him in the last decade.
Yeah.
After the strokes.
Yeah, after the strokes. Yeah.
Because after the strokes, he calmed down. Like he can't.
He's like he what it is that he's no longer. He's like a baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like an old baby.
Yeah.
And he needs to be taken care of. He can't do anything on his own. And you have to treat him like a baby. So there is sympathy when you see a guy who is our dad, and at some point, he was a man, and he provided for us, and you saw him in this light, and to see this man just automatically become a baby, what am I gonna fucking there's sympathy there.
That I remember that day where we went to the when we gave Dolly up.
Yeah.
And then we went to drive to Arizona.
Yeah.
That was
worst day of my life.
That was crazy.
That was the worst day of my life.
So my mom calls at 4 a.m. Okay, why you go? Why? And we're like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, he's gonna die. It's your dad's time. So I was like, okay.
Oh, we were freaking out.
Yeah, we're freaking out. And then this is when I had Colin's Chihuahua Dolly.
Your dog.
My dog, and then
all right, you don't get into fucking Dolly.
No, I won't get into Dolly. I forgive you with that.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything. We had to give, just to fast forward, we had to give Dolly up. Because it was like I didn't have enough time to, figure out what we're gonna do with the dog. So we gave her up on Lacey Street. But then we drive to Arizona, and we get to the room in the hospital, and he looks like a skeleton. Oh my God! And we just start crying.
Have you cried that hard ever?
Oh no, that was.
I have never cried that hard.
That
ever.
was like, we're gonna. I thought he was gonna die.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Crying.
We were on the floor,
it was crazy. We're praying.
Praying on the floor,
bed,
grabbing the bed,
no. Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
And then the most, but there was some paranormal thing. I don't know if you remember. Dad said he saw someone there.
Yeah.
He kept going.
Started pointing at something.
He kept doing that.
Right, and we looked over. It was a window.
No, you talked to him. You go, what
is it? What?
You
I
asked
said something.
You,
what I
you
said?
Dad, what do you? And he goes.
Yeah.
Didn't he saw some kind of
he saw
shadow
something.
or
he was like trying to explain to us who it was he was looking at.
He saw some. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Said
then
it was
do you know him? Is it a ghost? No, he's
wearing a hat.
He was like crying. Yeah.
Top hat.
Yeah.
Suit.
He was
shadow
describing
shadow person.
Did you ever ask about that later?
No.
No. I think partly because I don't wanna know about it. I don't want to know about that. It'll freak me out. That's more your thing. Yeah. But
Oh, then he was the shadow thing. Person was in the bathroom, but then he moved. It moved to there was a window on the far, and then it moved there.
Yeah.
'Cause he went.
Yeah. Yeah. What the hell? Yeah.
That was a craziest
tough
day. That was probably.
I made you move out there, right?
Yeah, I was out there for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Dude. That's why I Far Cry. I was playing Far Cry 3 out in Arizona.
Right.
That was like my escape, Bryce.
Right.
I was out there because and the thing is they prescribe our father the wrong medication. They gave him drugs for schizophrenia.
It's so funny too how they treat. Okay, so when my mom's
my
at the
God.
hospital, and they treat her like shit. Like they miss meals. So she wants me to be there and Steve, right? Especially because they treat us differently when I'm there, right?
Yeah, no, before that, they were treating them like third-class citizens.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But when I show up, I'm like, what's going on?
What do you want?
What the fuck is going on? It's my dad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm vocal
Oh,
about it.
yeah, I remember we got pissed.
Yeah.
At that other hospital, and we showed up.
Yeah.
And then when the lady saw the sons, because we showed up, and mom was like, that's the lady that treated me bad.
Yeah.
We walked up to her, and then she apologized later. She goes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
About earlier. And
yeah, because they think that they're just like these minorities that they don't speak English, and fuck them. You know what I mean? But, you can't treat my dad like that, regardless of how awful he was growing up. You know what I mean?
God, that was a tough time.
That was tough.
So,
but he's still alive.
He's still alive.
We forget. But do you ever think about that though? Do you ever think about like at any time? I lay in bed.
Oh,
and I go, they're gonna die soon.
Once I start thinking about it, I start trembling.
Yeah,
I freak out.
I freak out too.
What's the plan?
Right,
because you know.
Yeah.
You know I'm going out there. Steebee Weebee
Show
is going to be in Gilbert.
I know, but what would happen if Mom died and Dad was still there?
Oh my God. Dude, don't even plant that seed in.
I know, but what would happen?
That would be the
worst thing that could happen.
Scenario.
Imaginable.
Imaginable.
Yeah.
Because, he's calmed down, but he's still underneath all of that sickness, and he still has the temper. Like in the wheelchair, he'll be like, he'll try to hit his head.
Yeah.
I'll be like, dude, calm down.
Yeah.
So it's like I would have to deal with that. And then the thong.
Or we'd have to put him in a home. And he would die immediately. I'm telling you right now. If mom,
we're never doing that.
No, but if Mom died, Dad would die immediately after. That's for sure.
How do you know that?
Because that's what happened with Princess Leia and her mom.
Because they can't live without her.
No, Carrie Fisher died first.
Oh,
and
really?
If you see the documentary, they do a documentary
about
their life, and they lived. What's her name?
Yeah, look that up.
Look it up.
What's Carrie Fisher's
But they lived. She was a famous Deborah.
Oh, George.
Get on it, man. But anyway, they lived on the same. Like they had two houses, but they lived on
together.
The same property. Debbie Reynolds, right?
Debbie Reynolds.
And when Carrie died, because they lived with each other pretty much, Mom died 2 days later. So that would happen because she couldn't live without her daughter,
Okay, it's looking like Dad's before Mom, though, right?
But anything can happen. Mom's
anything
old.
could happen. So what's the plan?
That's not. I think we're going down well, first of all, we're not now a comedy thing. We're going down a real there's no way back from where we're at now.
Yeah.
Comedy wise, there's no way back to fun.
Yeah,
so
right.
So we're
right.
already in depression.
Yeah. No, I'm just this is real stuff. I mean,
it's real. It's good to talk about
real
real
stuff.
things.
This is real stuff, and But I would have to show up. That's all. I would have to show up.
What you'd have to do? I mean, I would.
George
too.
and Bryce, would I be able to do the Steebee Weebee Show out there somehow?
Yes!
In Gilbert?
You guys. Yeah, we figured it out.
Maybe go in the backyard and do something, huh?
But if Mom and Dad were passed, because we still own that house, would you live there? You and Ilani out there, Gilbert.
That's a tough one because there's really not much to do.
I know there isn't.
I mean, you could barely last 2 days.
I hate it there.
You could barely last a few days.
I really do hate it there.
There's literally. Have you guys been out there? There's not much to do.
It's just like a bunch of mini malls.
Yeah, strip malls.
And a lot of it's where they live. It's very white and conservative. And when we roll up at the local Starbucks, you can tell that. I feel like when my brother and I walk in, people at the Starbucks, they go, but not in a good way, there's Bobby Lee or whatever. It's more like, oh my god, what are these? You know what I mean? And they start talking amongst each other.
It's very
And wait in
conservative.
line. We wait in line like, you know, it's very conservative. And then there's a yogurt place next to that Starbucks, and as soon as you put it in your mouth, your fucking liver start fucking. You eat it, and your liver just starts going.
You get cramps on
you
the
start
side.
cramping, right?
Yeah.
Like, how many chemicals are in this fucking thing, man?
Yeah, there's a Del Taco. I mean,
Yeah.
we eat so much Del Taco.
So much shit there.
It's crap. Yeah.
It's crap. Yeah. But you know what?
I could do it. You couldn't do it.
Well,
but
I have a nihilistic kind of a thing though, where it's like,
What do you mean?
well, I had this fantasy of
When
just
the
saying,
robots take over? All right, see, we're on the right path again.
No, we're not on the right path.
Okay.
That's dumb.
Okay.
You mean when singularity
Yeah,
happens?
singularity,
No,
yeah.
no.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say we're gonna move out there, the whole families, all the families.
When
I don't know,
singularity
in
happens?
like 10 years.
That's not what I said.
Okay, but go ahead.
Anyway, I have this nihilistic thing where I have this fantasy about selling everything, right? And then
Yeah.
like getting all the drugs that I can get, and
Ah.
living in like Barstow in a trailer, and just disappearing.
With no one, just
Yeah,
you.
just by myself. I have that fantasy.
You've told me that a lot before.
Yeah.
What is it about that?
I don't know. It's weird. I have this fantasy of being in the desert in a
Yeah.
trailer, and just smoking pot and doing cocaine and
By yourself.
by myself and just on a computer. I have like a fantasy where I have a lawn chair, a little computer,
In
and a
your
little
trailer?
umbrella. No, outside the trailer.
Oh, like Raising Arizona.
Yeah, like Raising
Yeah.
Arizona style, and just like being out of my mind, wearing a Hawaiian shirt,
just
just
sitting
drugged
there.
out, sitting there. Yeah. Wow. Is that weird?
How long have you had that fantasy?
For many, many years.
You have so much going for you right
I know, but I'm just saying I have that. You know what? It's what it is that. You know the thing. Here's the thing. The thing is that yeah, I do have things going on in my life that's pretty cool, but
Dude, you're on a network
it
show.
It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, nothing's gonna fix this.
The alcoholism, yeah.
The alcoholism, nothing's
Yeah.
gonna fix that angst
Yeah.
and that anger and that rage
Yeah.
that I have. You know, nothing's gonna fix. You know, even now.
I fantasize about marijuana sometimes.
I know it's not even just drugs. It's like I
Yeah.
go on social media, like in the mornings, and I'll just see a couple of photos, and it'll just spin me into a fucking like depression and rage, and it's weird. I compare myself to other people, and
Why do you
no
still
matter-
do that?
I don't
though?
know why. It's
You've
weird.
I mean, you're pretty far up the mountain. Like
To
why?
me, it doesn't feel that way though.
Why is that still going on? Do they pose as a threat to you in your career, or other people doing well, or
No, I think it's just the old thing of just nothing. No matter what you have, you always want more, and you always look at like things that you don't have.
yeah,
Rather than the things that you do have. It's that whole fucking old tape that plays in your head,
yeah.
And it's like,
Even the house, because you're looking for a house now, right?
yeah, we looked at today. We looked at
Yeah,
one.
let's
and
hear it. Yeah, was it good? Is it a good one?
everyone loved it except me.
What was wrong with it?
There's many things wrong with it.
Well,
in
tell
my
me
opinion.
a few.
First
Like,
thing
what
is
did
the
it look like?
stairs.
What?
There's stairs.
Well, that's a good thing.
No,
You don't
it's
want
stairs that go. It's not
Straight-
stairs that go like this.
they go.
They go straight up like this, and it goes. And then you look inside the house. There's more stairs.
How many levels?
3 levels.
There's 3 levels.
Upstairs, yeah. And then it's just architecture-wise, it just looks like it's like silver, and it's just weird.
Who'd you go there to watch it, to see it with?
Kalila and her niece, and then
Uh-huh.
they were like, "That's the best house, this and that," and I'm like, "I just not it yet."
So what are you looking for? I want to know what your
I'm
concept,
looking
the
for a
perfect
house
concept
that I
of a house.
imagined, which is a lot of glass, 70s,
Modern?
60s. No, more Japanese architecture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, long
Hallway.
wooden hallways with a lot of glass, darker woods.
Empty.
You know, and
A lot of space, like
it's hard to explain. I did see 2 or 3 houses,
mm-hmm.
that have that thing in what I would have bought them.
Yeah.
But it's just location wise, and one of them I really love, but Kalila just over her dead body.
Why?
Because there's an elevator, and we
Dude,
think,
that's dope. An elevator
Yeah.
in the house?
yeah, and there's two, but we think that these two people died there.
What do you mean you think
The
they
old
died?
these old people that they made the house in the 50s.
Yeah.
I feel like they died there.
Well, you felt it?
Yeah,
So collide that.
we don't like it. It's too ghostly.
So how are you going to decide that? Do you have to be 100% and she has to be 100% in?
no, it's me.
It's 100% you.
Yeah, I'm paying for it.
Okay, so
You think it should be all me? I mean, that came across. That came across. Like, if she saw that, she'd be.
We'll
mad.
edit it out. I'm going to ask you again.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what is it like? Is it like 50-50 as far as the decision making?
Well, she does have to live there, but I think that I'm paying for it mostly. So I don't know. I mean,
Do you need a swimming pool? Do you need a guest
I don't
house?
need any of that. No.
You don't need a
It's
guest
just
house?
a feeling, man. It's just like you go in there, you go, oh, because I'm not gonna.
You want to die. You mentioned you want to die in that house.
Yeah, I want to buy a house where I can like live forever. Where I go, you know what? If things don't go well
You just
in
wanna-
my career, I can still have this house. I want to have that feeling, like Mark Maron. He lives in one of those.
You been there?
No, but I know what he likes because I went to his old
yeah,
house.
Yeah.
What's that house style called? It's Anyway, you never been to his house? No. It's one of those houses where there's like a porch and it's Craftsman. That's what it is. He likes
Yeah.
And so he just bought a bigger Craftsman house up over there in Glendale, and that's what he likes, right?
Yeah.
He's always lived in Craftsman. I don't like that style. I have a specific style.
Yeah.
And that's the house that we saw today was not it. And the amount of money they're asking for, I got to be convinced, man.
How much?
$2 million. That's a lot of money. Wow. Yeah.
So do you need? What about do you have the animals in mind?
Yeah, but
like, tell me about that. Like,
what do you mean?
What needs to for the animals? Are you gonna? Do you have them in mind? Like you mentioned, like a cat, like different cat levels, or for your cats. Like
I want a backyard for Goonie.
Yeah.
I have a cat named Gooner, and we call him Goonie. And Goonie needs to be able to run around outside. I think that's what he's missing. And Ming also, my other cat Ming.
Yeah.
Bojo will probably just stay inside because he's lazy and fat. And then I just want to be able to. I just need more space. It's just like I have too many. We also have that puppy that still.
Yeah. What's going on? Like what's going on with that thing? Like. Yeah, tell.
We
like,
showcased
how'd
it.
you
I
find
put it
it
on my Instagram. Everyone watching.
Yeah.
Look at
Go
my
ahead.
Instagram,
So
Bobby Lee Live. You can see the puppy.
And then how do they adopt it?
You go to MaydayRescue.com. and you fill out an
MaydayRescue.com.
application for Fritter.
It's a cute little.
It's a cute.
It's a cute, adorable puppy.
Yeah.
So
We
why?
still have the puppy, and
How
then
long are you guys? How long are you gonna have it for?
until we can get rid of it.
But what if you don't get rid of it?
It's gonna be tough.
Wasn't Remy supposed to be? Well, let's talk about that. Wasn't Remy supposed to be just a thing that you took care of it a little bit, and then you got your Remy's their other dog that they were supposed to help out, and then someone was supposed to adopt it, but Remy's still there.
Remy's still there. Fritter could still be there. Wow. And we're just animal hoarders, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
What's the law? What's the California law? How many dogs?
we're at the limit.
What is the limit?
We're at the limit.
3 cats, 3 dogs.
We're at the limit.
Oh my God! So please, if you're watching this, go look on his Instagram. The dog is so cute. It's a puppy. We don't know what kind of breed it is. It's so cute. It's a brown little puppy.
It's a great little dog, but here's the problem is
You get attached.
when you foster something like that, you get attached to it, and it slept in the bed last night with us, right? And I could feel it like tucked into my back. It's like really small,
Yeah.
but I was conscious enough not to crush it. But he's just like, and he looks at me like, "Daddy."
Oh no.
And once that happens, you get hooked emotionally, and I don't know. I don't think I'll ever become like a legitimate animal hoarder.
Yeah.
But I kind of get it, maybe. You know? I wouldn't have like 90 or 100 cats and then have them dead underneath the bed. That's how
Like hoarders.
animal hoarders
Yeah,
you know, have that. But yeah. Anyway, how long is this thing?
How we doing on time? We're good.
Pretty good. What else you got on your list?
You have some music you
Well,
want?
I want to. No, I don't have. I don't want. I'm just working. I'm just started using. I want to ask about GarageBand as far as the capabilities. I'm starting to use it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Is it fun? No. I just thought.
You have
like,
it on this?
Yeah, I have it on here. I'm working on. So we don't have to get into it. You know. No. No, because it's like this is still kind of like it's like I'm just working. You know, I want to keep it under the wraps as far as the stuff I'm working on.
Yeah, but we could start. Maybe we'll write a song now on GarageBand.
Like a new thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can edit this out, right? You can edit if it's not working.
Okay. So this is
GarageBand.
like, how do I get a new
That's GarageBand right there.
Yeah.
I only have it on the iPad, but where do you get to new song? Do you know how to do that?
New.
Yeah. Okay, and then go to a new project. Yes. Go to piano.
Piano.
Yeah.
I'll just say Bob.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Create.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have the board there. How do you play stuff on it? You can't touch the screen.
I think I don't know. Oh, right here?
Yeah, how do you, I don't know how to do it that way. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yep. Yeah. Is there iPad? Do it on your iPad.
I don't have it on the iPad. My
Well,
iPad's dead.
forget
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Well, we have a new sponsor.
Who is it?
So shout out to Wild Clothing. WYLD. They have fantastic clothes, shirts, hats. Anything else, George? What's their website? wildclothingcompany.com. More about it next week. It's WYLD. Just got to give a couple shout outs to new Patreons: James P. Golden, Michael Keski-Pukkila. So, Michael, I tried messaging you. I need your Instagram information so I could draw the portrait of you, brother. And Cole, Eli, shout out to Eli. Cole, K-O-L. So there's two. There's a Cole, K-O-L, and a Cole, C-O-L-E. So shout out to both them. The people that checked out the music, Philip Harris and Kenny Young. If you want to send stuff to the P.O. Box, send it to 1425 North Cherokee Avenue, P.O. Box 1391, L.A., California 90093. Check out my music at SteebieWeebieBandcamp.com. There's going to be a new project coming soon. Make sure you follow Two Bunnies that's attached to this and Little Ray's World. Oh yeah! Shout out to Tiger Belly, Bob. What's your Instagram? Bobby Lee Live, and your podcast, Tiger Belly. Where could they get Tiger Belly shirt at? TheTigerBelly.com. Is it good, George? Yeah, keep going. Okay, and then we're a Amazon affiliate now, so www.amazon.com/shop/Steebee Weebee. Mongchi is looking for a booking agent / manager. We're looking to do more shows, so if you're out there and want to book us, holler at me or contact Mongchi Hammer on Instagram. With that being said, it's time for Little Ray's World.
It's going. Click. Click.
Welcome to Lil Ray's World Show. All I gotta say is kids' minds must grow. I got abducted by some aliens dropped in snow. Whoa. Stuck into a world I do not know. So join me in adventures now. and I promise not to have a cow. My name is Little Ray. Hey, hey. My name is Little Ray. Hey, hey, hey. So welcome to my world. To all the boys and girls. Welcome to Little Ray's world. Hee-haw! What the hell is that? It looks like a goddamn mosquito, man. Hey, what's your story, man? Your name was Rico, and you worked at a casino, is that correct? How'd you end up a mosquito, man? You try to use a cheat code on a goddamn slot machine, is that correct? Well, you get what you deserve, you goddamn mosquito named Rico. I wrote a song about you. It goes like this, man. This one's called Rico the Mosquito, man. It's Rico the Mosquito. Oh, 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 Rico the Mosquito was from Puerto Rico. When he moved to the States, he got a job at a casino. He was no Corleone, so don't call him Vito. Used to wear a black tuxedo, run the slot machines in Reno. It's Rico the Mosquito. Oh, 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 Rico the Mosquito used to think it was Magneto, but he lacked the intellect. His ego was like a torpedo. Try to use a cheat code, being incognito. Pit boss, cop, word crush, Rico like Tostitos. It's Rico the Mosquito. Oh, 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 it's Rico the Mosquito. Oh, oh, got ripped just like Devo. It's Rico the Mosquito. Join us next week for another episode of Little Ray's World, man.
And if you're on Twitch, Steve's going to be streaming there a couple nights a week, so be sure to subscribe to Steebee Weebee on Twitch.